Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about the live stream that occurred on World of Tanks Blitz official channel yesterday, because there were plenties of good things announced and some things that will change the game forever. So before jumping directly into it, they prepared a little rewind at the beginning of their stream, which is just awesome and sums up pretty much everything that happened this year. So let's not lose too much time, jump directly into it. I'm going to leave you with the rewind, and after I'm going to talk about all the upgrades that are coming to Blitz.
That will come back to Michael.
Pretty cool, huh? Well, it's not the least I'm gonna talk about today, because Wargaming announced in their streams that during the 8.7 update, the T100 Lite, the tank you're seeing right there on screen, will finally appear. Don't worry, here it's counted as a premium simply because it's still in test, but once it will be implemented, it will be a full tech tree. You will be able to get it from the tier 7, if I'm not mistaken, that is called the STG or SVG, I can't remember exactly, and it will allow you to get the mighty one at the very end of the line. One thing to notice about the tank, which in my opinion is extremely interesting, it has a new mechanisms, the same as the one we have on the Yo, or at least the same principle as the one we have on the Yo, because with this one, if you're getting tracked, you're not moving. Usually, when you're getting spotted with whatever tanks from the garage or from the game in general, you will be spotted for 10 seconds. And in order to become once again unspotted, you have to hide somewhere and wait for 10 seconds. Now with the T100 Lite, it's going to be a little bit different, because yes, if you're getting spotted only by this tank, you will still be spotted for 10 seconds, but there is a catch. If the T100 Lite shoots and damages you, you will be spotted for 20 seconds. And here you might ask yourself, well, how am I supposed to know if I'm getting spotted for 10 or 20 seconds? You will have a special spotting icon that will highlight itself on top of the screen, which is a blue light if I'm not mistaken. And if you want to know exactly what it looks like, you can just jump directly into the World of Tanks Blitz official stream. I don't know yet, especially for new players or people that did not end up on that video, how they will know about this, because when you take a look at the statistics on the T100 Lite, it seems like there is nothing that tells you that. Maybe they will add maybe a little eye somewhere, maybe on, I don't know, we don't have the radio module on that game, but maybe something that will allow us to know that this tank features that special ability. Of course, it comes to a price, because having the possibility of spotting quite easily every single target and for 20 seconds will cost you a lot. and it will cost you in gun depression, because with that tank you only have 5 degrees. And trust me, 5 degrees on that kind of tank is going to be a little bit hardcore. But keep in mind that it's still playable as long as you know what you're doing, because after all, even if you only have 5 degrees of gun depression, the tank is extremely low profile and it will help you getting on those juicy positions on the battlefield. For those of you that don't understand what I mean by a small icon, this is the thing we have on the Yo that allows you to know that you can reverse track and therefore go backward without your tracks. And I truly hope Wargaming will add something like that also on the T100 Lite in order to let people be aware of that ability. Now, on another bright note, we have some juicy buffs waiting for us in the 8.7 update. It seems like those are occurring on tier 9 only, or at least on most tier 9s, because as you can see, the list is quite long. Conqueror, M5Yo, VK45, Skoda T50, Centurion 7.1, etc, etc. And the thing about those buffs is that I fear for tier 10. Let me explain briefly what I mean. All the tier 10s got nerfed recently, at least for the heavies. And now seeing that Wargaming is increasing the abilities of the tier 9 will definitely lower down the huge difference, the huge gap there was between tier 9 and tier 10. Don't mind me, it's better for people at tier 9 falling on tier 10 games. But I don't know, to me the tier 10 is so special and symbolic, I mean it's the finish line for most players, that I see it as justified that those tanks, the tier 10, were way better than their counterpart at tier 9. Here it's a choice Wargaming made and I totally understand it, because if at tier 9 people are getting completely wrecked, they can be discussed about the game and not try to get to tier 10 anyway, where most of us have fun, and therefore they would lose players. So it's kind of understandable their strategy about it. And to be fair, I'm quite curious to see what will happen, because 24 vehicle changed, we are gonna have some fun. We have the Conqueror getting a turret armor buff, the M5Yo getting a rate of fire with a 105mm gun increased, AP and heat penetration decreased, 120 gun accuracy increased, etc, etc. The VK45 that is going to have better armor and better mobility, the Skoda T50 a better accuracy and the aiming time going down, Centurion turret armor increased, which is really original. I mean, this is going to make the tank even better. I'm really looking forward for that little buff right there, because it's going to make it a beast in all down. The WT out of Pantoufleee as well. That tank is getting maximum speed buff, a view range decreasal, and the 125mm gun rate of fire decreased as well. Here it's more of a buff of a nerf than anything. The Tortoise also, I'm kind of interesting to see what will happen. Armor getting increased, rate of fire as well, and accuracy decreased. Rate of fire, I don't know what kind of rate of fire that tank is going to have, but that's going to be hilarious. The Object 704 is also getting a nerf on the rate of fire and the travel speed. And finally, the T95 getting a buff on that speed. It's going to be insane, and I'm truly happy about those changes. For the rest, it seems like there is nothing else to talk about. Maybe one code that Wargaming gave out during their stream that you might like. The code is on screen right now, 2022 Happy Tanking. If I'm not mistaken, it gives you 3 days of premium time, so make sure to use it wisely, and also before the code have been used up, which seems to be the case based on what Blitzpost said on this little sentence right there. I'll talk about all those changes in detail another time, simply because I still need to think about the organization of my video, because I feel like there are a lot of things to talk about and those changes will have a huge impact on the near future of the game. So hopefully if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like and share, and personally I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.